Guys, here is Tech Mentor. With me here is Benjamin. This is a die-hard Apple fanboy. I've known him since Apple iPhone, the iPhone 2G, or what was it called, the first iPhone 2G. And yeah, today is more of an attacking. I'll be attacking him more. He's gonna defend the iPhone 10. He has to tell me why the iPhone 10 is better than the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, because I'm gonna have to tell him that the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 is quite better than the iPhone 10 in my own opinion. So first thing first, the split screen is a big issue for me here. How come the iPhone 10 don't have split screen?
It's not needed it's not needed, and obviously, as you can see, the display is not as big as the Galaxy Note 8, so therefore it's not that important.
You think it's not important?
No.
Is that what you think?
We've got our own multitasking on our phone.
Yeah, but split screen is quite important for me. Like, you know, let's say you're on iPhone, the Galaxy. Here's a quick example of split screen. Split screen, you can just drag. So that means you can use two applications at the same time. You know, this is YouTube and this is what's it called, Twitter. So for me, I think split screen is a deal breaker for me, that I'm gonna be getting Galaxy Note 8 instead of the iPhone X. Anyway, the next one I'll be asking you is the picture-in-picture mode, the PIP mode.
Well, we have that on the iPad, so it's not so. If I want to be doing all of that, that's what my iPad is for.
Now, for me, it's a feature that I like very much and it's quite useful. The other day, I was on YouTube, I was watching movie, and I was doing something on WhatsApp. You know, for me, a phone that costs that much should be able to do all that stuff. If you tell me your phone is £1,000 phone and it can't do that, so why is the phone so expensive then?
There is no phone that should be worth £1,000, but for me, with all of what it can do, you're gonna get long-term support for more than 5 years, for up to 5 years, and that you know, this phone will continue to run smoothly, while the Note 8 will probably be bogged down with the next update or so, within a year.
I don't think so. I don't think so that Note 8 will be bogged down, because this phone, since I've got it, it's never had any issue about bugs or anything. And you know, the iPhone 10, I told you the other day that the iPhone 10 does have issue with the camera. I had to restart the phone, the camera will not work. So another thing is the screen resolution. You know, Note 8 support up to 2K. Why the iPhone 8, though it says up to 2K, but I think it's the 1080p by default, and there's no way you can change it.
Yeah, it's actually with iOS, it's actually at a higher resolution, but it's downscaled to 1080p, and for obvious reasons, you know, due to battery life.
So due to battery life, but I think but Apple could have used the battery capacity in the iPhone X, considering the fact that it costs that much.
Considering the power of the A11 Bionic chip, there was no need for Apple to increase the battery capacity.
Okay, another thing is the pen. You know, the pen, the Samsung pen, the pen support. You know what you can do with the pen? I've demonstrated what you can do before. You can color, you can do a lot of things on this phone with the pen. How come this phone doesn't have a pen?
Remember, this is the first generation. I mean, iPhone has never been known for pen. Again, if we want all of that, you don't need to do that on a phone. We have the iPad Pro for that.
The iPad Pro. Why the iPad Pro? Samsung have their Galaxy Tab Pro that support pen. So I'm just saying,
Galaxy Tab Pro. Who uses that?
Who uses Galaxy Tab Pro? Some people use it.
Yeah, Samsung diehards. Yes.
No, then you can say Apple diehard too. Because I'm just considering the fact that this phone costs £865 or £75, and this is £1,000, but I'm not seeing the price margin here. That's just my problem. If I see the price margin, I would not be doing this video. I'm not seeing the price margin. I'm just telling you why I like this phone better than this. Another thing is the 3.5 audio jack.
Everybody, that's long been a bugbear of those that can't let go of the headphone jack.
What do you mean? So you have to let go of the features that you like?
The headphone jack is dying. Most people.
What do you mean it's dying?
Most people have followed Apple already.
Who are the most people?
Google, Motorola.
Who uses Google? Who uses Google Pixel?
And that's the thing.
Who is Motorola? Who are those people in the
Huawei have dropped the headphone jack.
Not all Huawei phones. Some of their mid-range phones have headphone jacks.
The P10 doesn't have a headphone jack anymore. But Huawei's excuse was lame, saying that they needed space for the water resistance.
Okay, what about the fast charger?
Yeah, I'll admit the fast charging isn't quite as good on the
No,
iPhone 10.
I'm not talking about the fast charger being good or not. With the Note, with every phone that I've bought that support fast charger, the fast charger came with the phone out of the box. iPhone 10 support fast charging, but you need to buy the charger separately. Why?
It's Apple. Come on.
So, it's Apple. They can get away with everything. Is that what you said? It's Apple.
You're getting
Apple.
great
Throw your money
quality.
in the bin for Apple.
You're getting fantastic quality.
What quality? That's what I'm saying. These are the quality that I'm saying. Fast charging is part of quality of the phone.
Just look at the phone. Look how nice the phone looks.
with the cutout at the edge.
The notch. Everybody complained about. So was saying, "Oh, the notch is bad." It's really not that bad. The notch.
It's really not that bad, but it's bad.
It's not
that bad.
In fact, the notch is not. The notch when in portrait mode, the notch is not really a thing. It's when watching videos, but again, you can letterbox it.
Okay, when with Apple, do you really think Apple will ever bring micro SD card to iPhone? Be honest.
Of course not.
Why?
Of course not. Apple likes to keep their profit margins as high as possible.
So that's why they gotta rip people off with what they can do.
And to be honest, I don't care about micro SD card. It bogs the phone down anyway.
It bogs the phone down.
Yes, it does.
Oh, you're truly an Apple fan because you can defend Apple to the
You
core.
don't even use micro SD.
Yeah, I know. I've never used micro SD since I've had my Galaxy S8 and the Note 8,
and the
even the
S7
S7 Edge, even the S6. The S6 Edge doesn't have micro SD. No, it doesn't. I know I've never used micro SD, but it's like a backup for me. Like, hey, when your phone gets too full, why don't you just talk in the micro SD, get on the phone, continue using your phone? But with Apple, I think this is because of their iCloud, what's it called? The iCloud storage subscription. That's why Apple would never bring micro SD. Okay, let's say for instance, if should Apple bring micro SD to iPhone? Is the same. Do you know the reason of micro SD is the same reason I have for Apple would never make a touch screen laptop, because the iPad will be dead. If Apple bring micro SD to iPhone, nobody will buy the 256 gig, 512 gig, even if there will be one. Nobody will ever buy it. They will just buy the basic one, get into the store, buy how many gig they can pull, talk in the phone.
But that's always been Apple's business model, and you know.
So Apple business model is just to take money, and not to give quality. Because even you complain that your iPhone 6 Plus have been having problems since you update to iOS 11.
Yeah, but that's to do with iOS 11. There's nothing to do with my hardware. Everybody knows that iOS 11 has been a buggy mess of lately.
So everybody know. Well, okay. Another thing why I think the Note 8 is better to me is you're getting free Microsoft application. You're getting free MS Word or Microsoft even with 100 gig of OneDrive. Yeah, 100 gig for 1 year. Yeah. And you're getting all Microsoft application on the phone.
100 gig of 1 year, which Microsoft has taken away.
What do you mean they didn't take it away?
Yeah, didn't they take it for? Okay, why not for life? For just 1 year, 100 gig.
Yeah, it's still something. It's still what was Apple giving? Apple didn't give nothing. It's still something.
Well, I've got 200 gig for just £2.49 per month, and that's for as long as I keep paying it. Nothing for 1 year. None of that nonsense. So how much is it for after the 1 year is up?
Well, I think another reason is I like the camera on the Galaxy Note 8 better than the iPhone. I have to be very honest with you. I've done the camera comparison. That's my own preference though. I think I do like the camera on the Galaxy Note 8 better. One, I complain about the slow-mo. iPhone slow-mo, you have to export. You have to import in iMovie, then export again.
Oh, iMovie. That's not a problem for me, as I like iMovie a lot.
No. It's not just about problem. If you try to email somebody on iPhone slow-mo, let's say you want to share with someone, it's going to reduce it. And I think sometimes the frame rate, I read about something that Apple don't really have slow-mo on that phone, that they just increase the frame rate. That's why when you export it, I think I still prefer the slow-mo on the Lumia, because whether you export or not, it just comes straight out of the box.
Slow-mo, but when it comes to slow-mo, nobody can touch Apple.
Okay.
Fact.
I think Samsung can contend. Plus night mode. Taking picture at night with the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 is quite better than the iPhone. I like the night mode better than the iPhone 10, even the iPhone 8 plus together. Because iPhone 8 and iPhone 10 has the same camera quality.
Yeah, they do.
So I think for me, my best phone for the year still remains the Samsung Note 8, because it beat the iPhone in speed test. What do you have to say about that? Even you were shocked yesterday when you watched the video.
Yeah, I was very shocked, but I've watched other speed tests, and it keeps a lot of, usually phone buff speed tests. With the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10 and the Note 8, it kept some of the apps in its memory,
but none of mine. The one that shocked me most was the ESPN video that was playing. While playing the ESPN video, it continued to play on the Samsung. What it did, I think it paused. Then when I launched the application, it just resumed playing. While on the iPhone, it reloaded the app from the beginning.
Yeah, that was very shocking.
No, so okay, what do you think is the problem?
The problem is with iOS 11. I have a 6S Plus, which was really good with RAM management with iOS 10, and with iOS 11, it doesn't keep all of my apps in memory anymore.
Well, I think you're just here to defend Apple anyway, and you've done a great job for yourself for defending Apple. But be honest with yourself, what do you think of the Note 8 when you compare it to the Apple iPhone 10?
The Note 8 has a fantastic design. I prefer it over the 8 Plus, which is basically the recycled design of the iPhone 6 for the last 4 years.
So you don't prefer the Note 8 over the iPhone 10?
I think they're both as great as each other.
But what about the price?
Yeah,
it costs less and it's better.
Yeah, the price
6 gig RAM to 3 gig RAM.
Yeah, the price difference. The price difference, is comparable, but you're saving $150 with the Note 8,
and that's something.
Yeah, you get a little bit more features with the Note 8, granted, but more features with added complication, like with the iPhone.
Complication?
With the camera.
What camera?
Like in regards of using the camera on the Note 8, I would find it harder.
Why would you find it harder? It's straightforward. It's just point and shoot.
No, it's not as straightforward. With the iPhone, with the iPhone 10, I've always had problem with Android cameras. Not even just the Note 8. It's with all.
But you've never tried Samsung devices, have you?
Not really. But the only camera I really liked was the Nexus 6 camera in terms of usability. Nexus 6 camera was still horrible compared to my 5S, but it was in regards of ease of use, with the Google camera, it was straightforward.
Anyway, guys, I think that is just my own opinion, and that's what he's got to say. I said it's going to be of more attacking that he got to defend it. So for me, I still think the Note 8 is still a better buy when you talk about budgeting, quality, and performance than the iPhone X. Not that the iPhone X is not a good phone, don't get me wrong, it's a good phone for die-hard Apple fanboy, but coming from someone who uses Android as a daily driver, you're not going to be happy with the phone. One is smaller than usual, small. Even you complain about the size, it's smaller than usual, about the screen size. I'm using 6.3 inches on the Note 8, and that's 5.8 inches. Not just 5.8 inches. It doesn't look like 5.8. I kept saying it looks like iPhone 4S, That's just the way it is. Majority of applications at the moment, they are not optimized for the screen size, which means you're going to have black border around the application, like YouTube. When they talk about you saw the YouTube application, you saw there was loads of black border. Only Apple video or whatever you film on the phone is optimized. You know, you can get full screen, and it does look nice. You know, very nice watching, even with the notch. But at the same time, developers still need a lot of work to do with the phone. For me, if you were to ask me which one is a good buy, which one would you prefer to recommend, I would recommend the Note 8 over the iPhone. And bear in mind, I'm not supporting Note 8 because Samsung sent nothing to me. No, this is just my opinion, and that doesn't make the iPhone look bad. And this, I'm not representing nobody. I'm just a consumer like you. I'm not working for no company. I'm not working for, he's not working for Apple. I'm not working for Samsung nor Android. I have my own job. I'm just a consumer like you. It's just my preference, my opinion I'm sharing with you guys. I think that's the end of the video, and you can check him out on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? I think
Ben Owen.
You do retro gaming, all this old school gaming stuff.
And Apple stuff.
And Apple stuff, obviously Apple stuff. So guys, I think that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you when I make a new video. Bye.
Bye.